Every day we take tons of screenshots and struggle with the default tools on our operating system. But what if there was an application that actually understood what we needed and could capture a window perfectly and precisely? That's exactly why we need a smarter and more capable tool for screenshots. Today we're going to use ShareX, an app that if you install, I'm sure you'll be doing yourself a favor. Alright, let's dive in and see what ShareX is really capable of. So, to download ShareX, first head over to the link in the description and you'll be directed to this website. Here, click on download. You have options for setup application, which will be installed on your computer, the portable version, which won't be installed, you'll need to open it manually every time, and the dev build, which includes new features for developers to test. There's also the Microsoft Store and Steam version, but I don't recommend downloading from those. So I'm going ahead with the setup file. Click, and now it's downloading. Now the application is up and running. In the main window, you can see some features along with hotkeys assigned to them. First, let's start with capturing tools. If I click on capture, you'll see options for screenshot areas including full screen, window which captures only a selected window, monitor which is helpful if you have multiple monitors and want to capture just one, region, region light, and region transparent. Region is the normal selection tool, light adds a brighter overlay while selecting, and transparent keeps everything fully visible and underneath. The result is the same, it's just about how you want the selection area to look while capturing. Then we have last region. So let's say you want to capture the same area again after making a change. You'll get the exact same location and size. That's super helpful. Next we have the recording options. While not as powerful as OBS Studio, ShareX works great for basic screen recording needs. You can choose between video or GIF formats, then select your screen. And while recording, you'll get options like stop, pause, abort, and the recording timer. Then there's the scrolling capture, which helps you capture long pages like articles in your browser. Just toggle it on, and it will scroll and capture automatically. Then you get options for capture, upload or save, copy, and options. Auto capture allows screenshots of your selected region or screen to be taken automatically based on a time interval you set. You can minimize it to the tray or wait for the task to complete. It's great if you want to track progress or use it like a version control method. At the bottom of this menu, you can choose whether your cursor should appear in screenshots and set a delay timer, which I haven't used it yet. Next is the upload feature. If you click it, you'll get options like upload file, folder, anything on your clipboard, text that you enter, uploading from URL, drag and drop upload, and also shorten URL or tweet a message, which you can change it if you want anything else. These all work similarly, but serve different needs. For example, if I click upload from text, it will automatically paste what's on my clipboard. Then you can click upload and it will save it to pastebin, so you get a link to share. You can even set uploads to trigger after taking a screenshot, sending it directly to Imager, your drive, etc. Next we have workflows. Any capturing actions with a hotkey is a workflow. In my case, I've only enabled basic capturing and recording features because the full list is long and I can't remember all the shortcuts. If I need any advanced tool, I just open ShareX and use it manually. If you want to add a workflow, click here, then click add, set the action, and assign a hotkey by recording your key presses. Now we come to the tools section, one of my favorites. Let's go through them. The first one is color picker. I can play with colors and combination of them to get the exact code of the color you made. And then we have screen color picker, which lets you hover over any color and get the code. Next to that we have ruler, which is useful for measuring the size or position of windows. After that we have image tools, which includes editor, beautifier, effects, viewer, combiner, splitter, and thumbnailer. Let's open the editor. Once the picture is loaded, you can do almost anything. add shapes or text, zoom, insert stickers, highlight, and etc. There's also OCR, which uses services like Google Translate. You can switch to the OCR source in the settings. QR code is another tool I love. You can scan QR codes from your screen or a file and also create new ones by entering text. You can then copy, save, or upload the generated code. There are some other tools available as well, though I didn't find them very useful. But this one, Monitor Tester, is actually great. It lets you fill your screen with solid colors to help identify dead pixels on your monitor. So now we're in the cool part of ShareX as an image screenshot app. It's called After Capture Tasks. So by clicking on it, you can see that what you can do with each captures that are taken. You can select to show quick task menu, which are some basic options, show after capture window, which is kinda the same but with all the tools on it. Then you can add effects or open the image captured on the editor, and also copy image to clipboard, which is enabled by default. Then we have the save, copy file path, and show file in the Explorer features. You can use them. There's also scan QR code, run OCR, and more. There's also after upload tasks. If you enable these, actions can happen after each upload. You can show after upload window. So there's a menu so you can choose items from it. Next to that we have shorten URL. You can choose services for each type. The default image uploader is Imager, text uploader is Pastebin, file uploader is Dropbox, URL shortener is bit.ly, and the URL sharing service is X or Twitter. You can change that. You can switch each one to whatever you prefer. Most of them require accounts, which you can set up via destination settings. If a service isn't listed, you can normally add it. Now for some application settings, most are standard, but the important ones are under tray icon behavior. So basically by left click, you can capture region, or double left click, you can set whatever action you want, or the middle click. I recommend using hotkeys over tray clicks, they're much faster. Next is the theme section, which are basic color customizations. And in the integration tab, you can enable ShareX integration with Windows. This one adds upload with ShareX and edit with ShareX to the right click menu in the file explorer for images, videos, audio, and text. There's also a browser extension for similar functionality right inside your browser. I mean the right click one. And in path settings, you can set default save controls for screenshot, define folder structure. I use like year, month, day pattern. So each day has a separate folder, and configure backups for auto saving. Lastly, under task settings, you can dive into advanced automations for tasks. If you're a power user, this section is gold. For hotkeys, we already covered them, assign them to any functions from here. You can also easy access to the screenshot and image history via this sidebar. And that's it. Now you know how to make the most out of ShareX, from simple screenshots to advanced stuff. If you found this helpful, feel free to check out my other video on how I made my old laptop as a second monitor with no cables, and also don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything on my channel. See you in the next one.